again, everybody. This is Diane from California Tea and Herbal. And as you know, we're introducing a whole new YouTube channel on tea, and that'll be a formal launch at the end of February. But we're covering some basics ahead of that time, and today it's green tea. You ever wonder why some people just hate green tea and some people love it? Well, it's a matter of taste, but it can also be a matter of people not having tasted good green tea brewed correctly. Be right back to tell you what I mean. One reason people think that green tea is bitter or fishy is that they have probably had a green tea that's been broken into what's known as dust, and that usually goes into tea bags, and that green tea has been broken into such fine bits that it really, all these little tiny surfaces are being touched by the water, and all of this bitterness, everything that's in the tea will come out the more it's broken. That's why matcha, which is, beautiful in and of itself, it can be bitter for a lot of people, and that's why a lot of, the big coffee chains that make your matcha latte, if you really look what's in there, it'll just be full of sugar to cover up some bitterness. But basically, green tea doesn't have to be bitter. It can be gorgeous. I'm going to show you a few in just a moment. Also, I want to let you know that the reason green tea has gotten such big press about being healthy is that it contains, just a ton of something called EGCG. Let's see if I can say this. I'm not going to say it. EGCG. Just remember that, EGCG. And it's in every tea, but there are high concentrations of it in green tea. Now, I want to warn you about something, and that is that there are extracts made of green tea to get this incredible polyphenol in high amounts into your body, which may not be good in all cases. In fact, they're finding out that these extracts and some of these weight loss green tea substances can be harmful to your health. So really the healthiest way, in my opinion, is just to drink your green tea and make sure it's good green tea and it tastes good. So, back to that in just a minute. All right, everybody, here we are looking at some green teas. I'm going to start with a basic Chinese loose green tea. This is a beauty. It's grown in the high mountains of China. You see how dark that is? This will give you a nice, beautiful, clean, pure tasting cup of green tea. This is a tea blend. This not only has green tea, but lemongrass and several other components. It's very lemony, very delicious, but yet the green tea comes through. This is perfect for someone who does not ever want kind of a toasty or anything that resembles just a plain green tea, which some people feel is a little bland. You can find beautiful blends. I'm going to show you two more. This is a Japanese green tea, and remember I said be very careful that you brew Japanese green teas at a low temperature, 170 Fahrenheit, no higher, for about 2 minutes. This has rose petals, it has cherry essence, absolutely beautiful, and it has a creaminess to it. It makes delicious iced tea with a little honey. Make sure you put the honey in while you're brewing it so that honey can kind of melt through the tea and not become a lava lamp when you're trying to put it in iced. And the last one I'm going to show you is Genmai Cha, or Genmai Cha, or some people say Genmai Cha. This is a tea that you can see has some really beautiful rice in it. Yes, husked rice, and you can see some of it has popped almost like popcorn, which is why it also had the name popcorn tea. It was also called laborer's tea because they actually cut the tea in a time when a lot of people couldn't afford tea. They cut it with the rice and it made it more affordable. People loved it so much for its toasty, roasty flavor that it became kind of a green tea classic blend. Here it is brewed. Isn't that beautiful? You can almost see that it would have a roasty, toasty flavor. So you can see these are just 4. We probably have at least 10 green teas on calteas.com. So take a look, because there's so many ways to enjoy green tea, including a beautiful basic China High Mountain Green. So what's the right way to brew loose green tea? I'm not going to go into bag tea. They put those instructions on that box. I'm not going to touch that. But the way to brew really great loose green tea is to find out where it's from. If it's a Japanese green tea, it's going to be more delicate and it's going to burn or get bitter more easily than a Chinese green tea. That's what I have found. So a very sensitive or delicate Japanese green tea, brew that at about 170 Fahrenheit, and I would start at about 2 minutes. Taste it. If you want it stronger, fine, but you will avoid any kind of bitterness if you keep that temperature down and keep that time short. Now, if it's a Chinese green tea, it can go 2 to 2.5 minutes at 170 and sometimes 175. So if it's a blend, like I showed you, the lemongrass and the other herbs were blended in with that green tea, it can go a full 3 minutes at about 175. So any way you do it, it's all about the quality of the tea, the time, and the temperature. And make sure, always, with any tea, you use filtered water.